guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to talk about a topic that's a little bit sensitive to me, but I decided that I'm comfortable enough to talk about it now, and that is the topic of alopecia. So for those of you who don't know what alopecia is, it is an autoimmune disorder where your own hair follicles are attacking each other, causing your hair to fall out. And with alopecia, something a little bit more unique about it is that your hair, like not all of your hair falls out, but there are stages that could happen. But for most cases, alopecia will cause bald spots around your head. So I just want to put a disclaimer out there to say that I am in no form an expert in this space. I'm not a doctor or anything, so I am just a regular girl that experienced alopecia, and I wanted to share a little bit of my experiences and my story around it. And the way that I want to structure this video is more of like a story time chit chat video. I'm not gonna really be talking about the treatments that are out there and more on the science side. It's just gonna strictly be me rambling on about my experience and how I kind of dealt with it emotionally. So the way that I found out that I had alopecia was I was laying in bed with my best friend, and she could see the top of my head. I don't know how we were positioned, but she can see the top of my head, and then she pointed out that there was a bald spot literally like somewhere around here, and she told me it was like almost the size of a quarter. And I was like kind of shocked when she first told me. And I remember playing it off as though I already knew that it was there, but deep down, this was the first time I was hearing it. So right when I got home, the first thing that I did was, check to see what the hell she was talking about. And yep, I saw the quarter size bald spot, and I panicked a little bit. And then from that point, I think I was 24 years old at the time. It just started getting worse and worse. And when I initially went to the doctor, they had told me, yes, you have alopecia, and to try topical injections or topical cream. I didn't go with the injections just because anytime I hear the word needles or injections, I'm out. But I did try the topical cream, and then I tried using like shampoo for hair growth, and nothing was working. And these bald spots, they got worse, and they were all different sizes. Like, it was very hard to track the trend of when they were happening, because sometimes I'm not even stressed, and sometimes I could be, but the stress wasn't enough for me to indicate that, okay, yes, this time in my life was stressful, so it probably caused this size of a bald spot. Like, there was no correlation, and it was very hard for me to keep track of. So it would range from quarter size bald spots all the way to literally lemon size bald spots. You're gonna see the pictures pop up all throughout this video just to get a sense of what I'm talking about. But it was pretty bad, and there were times when I couldn't even tie up my hair, because if I were to tie up my hair, this whole part would be exposed, and there was a huge bald spot on this side. So literally for I think 2 to 3 years, I couldn't even tie up my hair. And I remember going to a concert with my best friend. We went to the weekend concert, and I get a little crazy at concerts. So when, the weekend is going like, I'm a motherfucking star boy, I'm like flipping my hair back and forth. And I guess I exposed a bald spot on my head, and my best friend was just like, Jen, just flip your hair back. I see a bald spot. And I'm like, oh my God, like I can't even have fun and have my hair down and swinging around without this freaking bald spot being exposed to people. So that was kind of hard on me at the time. And also when I first got diagnosed, I guess, with alopecia. I was just starting to date my boyfriend at the time, now fiance. But yeah, when we first started dating, I didn't tell him that I had alopecia, so there were bald spots around my head, but I can easily hide it when it was first starting out. And I remember there was a time when we were getting, you know, a little cozy. And then he saw the top of my head and there was a bald spot that was exposed. And then he just kind of stopped what he was doing and he's like, "Is that a bald spot?" And I'm like, maybe. Yeah, and then again, I do remember playing it off as though, you know, this is just a normal thing that I have. I was like, yeah, this old thing. Yeah, I had that for a while now. It's always been there. It's cool. The doctor always told me that alopecia stems from genetics or stress. And to me, it couldn't have been genetics because all of my parents and my grandparents on both sides, their parents all had full sets of hair. And I don't know, I don't know where this would have came from if it was genetics. It could have been my great grandfather or something, but that just doesn't seem very likely to me. And when it comes to stress, I feel like I handle stress very well, and I never feel stressed inside my heart. But again, at the time, I was just moving to a new city. I started a brand new job. That could have been the stress that triggered the alopecia to come out. So who knows? It could have been a variety of different things. It could have been stress built up through university and then it just needed that little trigger. And then I think I reached a point where it was just getting worse and worse. There was a point in my life where I think I had 5 different bald spots on my head at once. So yeah, it was really hard to go outside when it was windy, because if it was windy, then bald spots are being exposed everywhere. And I used this product that my best friend gave me. It was called Topics. And Topics didn't help cure the bald spots, but it helped cover them up in the most natural way possible, because it's tiny little black fibers that you can spray with the spray bottle onto the bald spots, and then it'll look like it's covered up with hair. And it was amazing. So I used that for almost like 4 years while I had alopecia. And just for a time reference, I was 24 when I found out I had alopecia, and it went away when I was this year, basically, 29. So I had it for 5 years and it's finally gone now, but I don't want to jinx myself, knock on wood. It could come back at any time. So the way that I think that I got rid of alopecia was probably the fact that I stopped worrying about it. And obviously, the more you worry about something, the more stressed you become. And the moment I just told myself, well, I can't really do anything about this. The bald spots are gonna come when they wanna come. They leave when they wanna leave. I'm not really in control of it anymore, besides the fact of, you know, cleaning up your diet a little bit, drinking more water, eating more vegetables and fruits. I was doing a lot more of that, and also just not worrying about it, I think contributed to the recovery of my head. And I wouldn't say this is like the most stressful thing that's ever happened to me, but it does take a bit of a toll on your confidence, because I used to have so much hair, and I took a lot of pride in my hair as well. And knowing that my hair was falling out in clumps at a time, and having the thought of bald spots around my head really made me feel insecure. And I think that's normal. I think it's okay to feel insecure about certain things, and it's also important that we talk about it so that other people don't feel alone in this as well. It might be a little bit embarrassing for a lot of people to talk about, and I know for sure I didn't want to talk about it either. Like, I think on top of eating a little bit healthier, drinking more water, and stressing less, a larger factor of me feeling confident in myself is having a strong support group around me. So that includes my parents, my friends, and my fiance. Sometimes my friends would be like checking up on me, like, oh, how's your bald spots going? Like, is it getting better? And you just feel like you're not alone going through this. Although they're not experiencing it themselves, it feels like they truly care about you and they just love you for who you are. And you know, it's stupid because obviously they love you for who you are, but sometimes hearing those words really help. And also my fiance has been really great throughout the 5 years I've been dealing with this. He's always saying like, oh, we should, if you end up losing all your hair, then we can just go to the wig store and have fun, and then maybe you can change your hair color easily. You can have like long hair, short hair, bob cuts, and yeah, it was nice of him to be able to kind of put more positivity in this situation. So I guess the purpose of this video was, you know, not to be your doctor and tell you like what these treatments are, but it's more so to say that if you are going through alopecia and you kind of feel less confident in yourself, a little bit ashamed, insecure, those feelings are all valid. And, you know, just know that it's gonna get better. And if it doesn't get better physically, then it's gonna get better emotionally, because you're going to find confidence in yourself. You're gonna love yourself for who you are, because appearance does not matter. And we all say that, we always say it's all about the inside that counts, but it's true. It's all about your inside. It's all about how you look at life, how your perspective on life, and everything else just is almost like a bonus, you know, but it's truly deep down how you feel about yourself that makes you beautiful. I hope this video has inspired you to look at the positive side of things. And if you ever need somebody to talk to, please feel free to reach out to me on in the comments or in my social media, wherever. I know exactly what it feels like to feel shocked about losing hair and feeling scared about the future. So I'll also link the website to the Topics hair fiber thing that I was using, so in case anyone was interested, then they can check that out. Thank you so much for watching this video. Feel free to subscribe or like it, or I don't know, dislike it, whatever you please. I still don't know what my channel is about, but I do know I like talking about topics like this, and I love designer things, designer bags. I like cooking, so you might see just a variety of things if you subscribe. So stay tuned for next time. Bye.